Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the wonderful world of Waikato sheds. See behind me, we're here at Metalcraft. We're actually at the East Tamaki branch up in Auckland. So this is where all our structure gets made, all the cladding for our sheds, and the kits actually get put together in a little pack, which gets delivered straight to site. So that's something we're here to see today. KT Cartage, he's actually coming to pick up the shed today, and we're taking it out to Miranda. There's an awesome view from the property, so it's going to be a pretty cool sight to see. But yeah, we just want to show you guys the process of actually picking up the kits, dropping them off to site, and how it actually all happens, because like we always say, the sheds just don't magically appear. It's a lot of people that go into it to be able to get it to this point. So yeah, just another step of the process, but follow us along today and we'll show you what goes on. Alright guys, so we're about to load the truck. KT's just been over picking up some top hats from the other side, and now we're just going to load the purlins and the roofing and all the sundries product, which is like your paper, your netting, and a few brackets and stuff for your gutter. So you'll see a big blue kind of strapped up pack. That's what's got all your roofing and stuff like that. Keep it nice and safe, and then all your purlins and stuff, you'll easily be able to see that, the bright shiny structure. So those are the top hats going on the truck at the moment. Those are your roofing purlins and your wall gits. Yeah, quite an important piece of the structure. Alright guys, we're just down here with the driver for KT. How's it going?
Good, good.
What's your name?
Jono.
Jono, yeah, I'm Sean, nice to meet you. So yeah, he's going to be dropping off the kit to us in Miranda today. Awesome job, thanks heaps for your help, really appreciate it.
Easy.
So how many drivers do you reckon you guys have?
We got 5 drivers.
Yep. Cool.
6 trucks.
And you guys have obviously expanded quite a bit in the last couple
Yeah,
years.
when I started with Calvin, we had 3 trucks.
Yeah, cool.
And yeah, now it's doubled in size.
Yeah, and I see you got like a marketing lady as well that comes in
Yeah,
and helps.
Morgan's been quite well on the Facebook these days.
Yeah.
Getting us out there for everyone else to see.
It definitely helps out.
Oh, it definitely does. It's the year of social media.
Exactly. So apart from like obviously sheds and stuff like that, you guys would do other work?
We do a lot of frames and trusses.
Yep.
Containers.
Yep.
Carted a few airplanes.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so there's a few specialty stuff that we do.
If you need something moved, come to you guys.
Definitely.
Yeah.
If we can put it on our truck, we'll cart it.
I know there's another shed of ours that's coming on this delivery as well, just some iron.
Yep.
So where are you going to put that? I heard you saying before you might have to just put the racks up on the top, or?
Yeah, so we'll have to put the racks out so we can get the long 10 metre stuff on.
Yep.
On the trailer, we'll put the roofing iron for the other job.
2 in 1, how good?
Perfect.
But yeah, I'll leave you to it. Let's get the shed loaded, and we'll keep following you around and see how the day goes.
Sweet.
Cheers, mate. Alright guys, we've made it to Miranda. As you can see, truck's arrived too. We're a bit more faster than him, so been here for a little bit, just admiring the beautiful view of that harbour out there. Definitely got a good spot, this client. He's going to be stoked with the shed when it's all finished up. So what we do with the deliveries is we get the structure put closest to the pad. Obviously that's going to be used first, and then get the cladding and the roofing furthest away. Obviously want to minimise the damage. So as you can see, the steel house frame's already up, so Kyron and his team were here earlier in the week just installing all that, and now they're kind of just waiting for this product, so they'll start building the portal frames next. It's actually going to be an awesome shed, 210 square meters. It's going to have a couple nice sectional doors there in the front. 2 of them are about 3.8 high and one little smaller one at about 2.8. But yeah, we're going to have to come back here multiple times throughout the process just to show you guys and update you guys on how the build's going. But for now, we'll just watch Jono and see if he needs a hand.
Calvin from KT Cartage, mate.
How are we?
Yeah, good man, good. It's great to be able to introduce Calvin and the crew. Jono's in the background doing the hard mahi into the caster characters here, because they're key to what we do here at Waikato Sheds. These are the guys that do 2 major things for us. How many years, so 8 years you've been picking up the kits from Metalcraft?
Yeah, yep, coming up 8-9 years now, yep.
And delivering them all over the country for us, so that's great. But what also they do a lot is you're working with Kyron for the last 5-6 years. So Kyron, it's Wednesday today. Kyron and the guys, we caught up on site on Monday. They've already framed out all of this, so we know how quick he's going to be working. It's lifting all the portals and that for them. So they've got all these cool Hiabs. Have you still got the biggest Hiab in the Waikato?
Oh, we do, yep.
Yeah.
We still have that rolling about, yep. So that one there is our long reach unit. It's looking about 32 metres odd reach, so it always helps with those big long portals and slabs that you can't get to all sides. This one here is going to be a nice easy job, so
yeah,
we might find Jono back in his unit to come and lift these portals up. I'd say probably Thursday, Friday at this rate.
I remember when I first started Waikato Sheds, I was a little bit confused because there's KTL, Kirapehi Transport Limited, and then KT Cartage from Kirapehi as well.
Yeah, no, we get lots of people make that mistake, but no, definitely KTL good as well.
Yeah.
But they look after a lot of the the earthworks right from basically an empty paddock to a slab, and then we'll take over from there.
Yeah, no, they're great guys.
Where they work on, yeah.
But how long have you run KT Cartage for?
So we started 2010. I was an owner-operator. We only had the one truck. It was just me out there doing it. Obviously forged the relationships with Metalcraft, and started Whangarei, ended up in Auckland, and obviously where all this product comes from. And yeah, obviously it was just that personal experience of obviously booking the jobs, doing the jobs, heading out, coming back. It's always that type of advantage that we had back then, and obviously we've sort of steadily grown over the last 6, 8, 10 years. Now I found myself in the office most days, generally taking the phone calls from this man over here. We've got a team of 6 guys and 7 trucks basically, all over the North Island, effectively looking after jobs like these ones here.
Follow the social media, it's good on the Facebook, KT Cartage, we're linked to it. But yeah, because you guys do everything. You're always picking up, dropping off stuff.
Yeah, we're doing sheds, we're doing containers, tiny homes are huge at the moment.
Yeah.
Obviously, and this type of stuff is kind of, it's kind of where we've come from, and we'll keep storming ahead with it, eh?
In terms of it, what's a few of the things that the guys are going to just look out for? Because I mean, it's not only us that you're doing the sheds for, but what makes for a good operator like Jono? I've got to say this, Jono plays for the Nardiest Swampies. I'm very proud, Hauraki North stick man. Greg Lindsay, whose shed this is, also a stick man. So we had the victory last year in the hockey. They are our great rivals, the Swampies. So I had to get it on camera for it. But back to Jono, and that is, what do you look for? Like, what makes for a great operator?
So basically what we look for in an operator is problem solver. Not all deliveries are the same.
Certainly not when you're dropping off sheds to random rural sites.
Access, sites are always tricky. Like I say, people want to build a great house or a great shed in a great area, You got to crack a few eggs sometimes, to make an omelette, and sometimes the access to the site is definitely the hardest part. So, now the boys are always out there working out what they can do and how they can get the product to where it needs to go. Obviously, Jono's been with us just gone over 3 years now.
Yeah, nice.
Basically, he's I'd like to say I taught him everything he knows, but no, he's definitely a quick learner. It's something else we look out for, and no, he's definitely been a good asset to the company for sure. But yeah, all the other boys are very much the same. Also, obviously Fraser does a lot of our kit and set deliveries on a slightly bigger truck.
Yeah, cool.
No, they're all out there doing it for us and making us proud.
No, it's awesome. Oh well, from here I think we're going to follow along and we're going to check out your yard, because we've got some of this gear is obviously for this shed here, but then we've got more gear to go up the Koronga Valley to another awesome shed house that we've got going on there. Keep watching, there's some more cool stuff to come.
Thanks guys.
Awesome, we're in Kirapehi, we're at the KT Cartage yard. Behind us we've got Calvin, Jono. They're going to be moving all of this for our Koronga Valley shed house cladding onto other trailers, so we can go and see that getting delivered. I've got to follow along with some fastenings and some thermal brake for it. But whilst we're here, I noticed a beautiful shed in the background there, Sean.
Yeah.
What are we looking at here?
Look at that monster of a thing over here. As you can see, wasn't done yesterday, a few years ago now, but it looks like an old meatworks / dairy factory. What do you reckon, Jace?
I think you're right. Old freezing works here, dairy factory, beautiful chimney we got up there. I'm needing some stats, Sean. What are we looking at colour-wise on this cladding up here?
We got some lovely scoria corrugate and yeah, a nice PA door up the top there. It looks like maybe a little bit of titanium, rustic version though. But yeah, cool shed, I reckon.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed by this one. They're pretty good. They just leave this as a monument to days gone by. So I'm impressed. If you need something like this, we possibly can't help you out, but we can film it and do it. So it's very cool to see. Nice little crack in the top of that chimney. So, you know, nice and reassuring.
If any of you guys can tell us which movie / series this featured in, comment below, let us know, and
yeah,
you might see something
it's
cool.
on Netflix. Yeah, we've got a prize in it for you. So we'll let the boys work hard and do that over there, and then we'll see you shortly. We're at the Kauronga Valley Shed House. It's looking epic. All the portal frames are up. Paul and Stan and Mark have done a great job. Check it out. Coming up the hill, we've got Jono from KT Cartage. He's got all the cladding on there for this beautiful job. So we're lucky. Will he make it up here? Is he going to run us down? He's turning. Check that out. Awesome work from KT. Jono getting up the hill. Awesome work from Ben and the boys building this so far.